Today's lecture is about LinkedIn. How many of you are actually using LinkedIn right now? Means only 4, 5. Okay, out of how many students? 26. I only see 5 people are on LinkedIn. So 21 students are not on LinkedIn. I guess till that time you are not aware of the power of LinkedIn. So I'll give you just one data with you. I'll just want to share one data. 80% of the recruiters are actually using LinkedIn before giving you a call or before giving a call to any prospective candidate. They want to see your LinkedIn profile first. 80%. You know what does that mean? That means if you're not on LinkedIn, you are losing an opportunity like anything. Most of the time, if you're not on LinkedIn, the recruiter will not take you seriously. This is again one of the case. Why recruiter are actually looking at LinkedIn or looking at the LinkedIn profile of a candidate before giving him an interview call, or even after all the done and said, like the interview is over and everything, and before making a final offer to you, he definitely want to look into your LinkedIn profile. Why is suddenly LinkedIn become so popular, and why the recruiter are actually looking into the LinkedIn profile of all the prospective candidates whom they're going to hire for their company? The reason is very simple, because see, it's not happening in a day or two. It's not like it's a fad or a fashion. It's going to pass like other fashions as well. LinkedIn actually matured or make himself a place in a professional worlds like anything. So now, if you are as a professional not on a LinkedIn, that means you're not professionally connected with people. Okay, now this is one part of the recruiter. Now the other part is, suppose if you're well connected. Okay, suppose let's take the example of Ramratan Paswan. Okay, if Mr. Paswan have like 100 friends, and all these 100 people are actually working on some big firms, okay, then do you think that Mr. Ramratan Paswan will ever need a job, or will be looking for a job wherein maybe one of his friends is going to help him out in finding a good job? So this is the second most important power of LinkedIn. Jisme ki, if I will say that, okay, if you are connected with 10,000 people, will that help? Yes, it will help. And what if you're connected with 30,000 professionals on LinkedIn? Will that help? Yes, maybe not directly, maybe indirectly. Suppose in that 10,000 or 12,000 connection you have on your LinkedIn, maybe there was some opportunity in like 200 or 300 odd offices where you just had a connection, but you do not know personally, you don't know that guy personally. Now what's going to happen is, if they will be posting something related to job on LinkedIn, you will be the first one who will be getting that pop up, or you will be getting that alert in your timeline. Now this again can be achieved through LinkedIn, wherein you can connect with the like-minded professionals. And this platform is way different than your Facebook or your Instagram or your YouTube or your Twitter, because here you won't find people those who will be chasing girls or girls chasing boys, or you'll be looking or hunting for girls or boys or something like that. This platform is not meant for all these kind of crap. This is entirely a professional environment, wherein even getting a connection sometimes will be very tough. In Facebook, if you're a good looking, you can send a connection request to someone. If he will find or she will find you interesting, they will definitely accept your request. But here, this ain't gonna happen. Why? Because people want to know what you are into, what you do actually. If you are someone who is actually you have a very weird headline, and that weird headline itself will show all the people those who want to connect with you. So you have to create your profile in such a way. Even I don't know how serious your college is about LinkedIn profile or what, but I teach in 3 or 4 MBA colleges, wherein LinkedIn profile plays a very vital role in a professional journey of any MBA students. And it's not only concentrate, you cannot confine this to only for MBA student. It is for every student who is actually wanted to go for a job. Now maybe few of you are actually do not want to want a placement or something. You have your own business, then you can say, okay, this is for only job seekers. I do not want a job. I have my own business. I own a factory or something, and I'm going to be a CEO of that company. So should I also be a part of that network or not? Yes, you have to, because LinkedIn is the biggest B2B platform. If you are a owner of some factory or something, or you want to grow, then again you want people like you, you want to connect with. You may be looking for your more vendors. You may be looking for more companies where you can sell your product. So it's not only for the job seekers. It is majorly for job seekers, but apart from job seeking, it can be a very biggest, you can say, source of your business to business leads. Okay, so now starting with from the very scratch, I will tell you how to create a good powerful LinkedIn profile, so that if someone gonna search you, or a person is looking for something similar to your skills, will find you easily. We'll see that how to make your profile from basic to all star, how to influence other, or how to make your profile so powerful that you will start your post or your articles will start featuring in LinkedIn marketing. And if once your article will start or your post will start featuring in LinkedIn marketing, you will see a tons and tons of followers for your profile. And again, unlike Facebook, there is a limit for how many follower you can, or how many connections you can have with other professional accounts. So the limit is 30,000. I think 30,000 is more than enough for a person to have a professionally connected with all other professionals. That's perfectly okay. Okay, so 30,000 is more than enough. One more thing which is very interesting about this platform is that you cannot keep on sending requests to everyone. Okay, you have a limited number of requests you can send in a day. So maybe 50 or maybe 100. So they have not actually anywhere mentioned that how many requests you can send in a day, but that entirely depends upon how many connections you have right now. So if you have 10,000 connections, yes, you can send more than 50 requests. But if you're starting your journey on LinkedIn, if you will start sending these many requests in a day one, then you will start getting a number of connection requests and limit has reached to the maximum for that day kind of pop-up, which will actually restrict you for not sending more requests. Because see, if you will just keep on sending requests, 500 requests in a day, LinkedIn will start thinking that you're not a real person, you may be a bot or something, and you are actually not using the system properly, or you have some other intention of using the system. So he may actually bar you from using LinkedIn. This again is very much happens on LinkedIn. If you are doing some things which are like people are reporting you because you are behaving like you behave on Facebook. Like I have seen people, those who are actually commenting on girls, beautiful eyes and all, hi beauty, how are you kind of things. People will start reporting these LinkedIn profiles, and LinkedIn will bar you forever for opening a LinkedIn account from the machines you are using, be it a desktop, be it a mobile, or be it your laptop. Okay, so you have to be very careful about this, because it's a professional network. This has nothing to do with your witty quotes or your witty things what you do on Instagram, or your bodybuilding schedule, or your doula showing off pics, what you actually post on your LinkedIn or on your Facebook or Instagram. This is entirely different from all these things. Now let's dig into that. What is the most important things which you all need to know before getting yourself a good profile view by the recruiter. Okay. Now the first thing first, if I'll go to my LinkedIn profile, the three most important thing is, one is your profile pic, that is one. Okay. Second one is your headline. This is the headline. Then the third one is your description, that about us, about you. Then one more thing which is very important is the URL, the slug, what we call it. Now if you will see, look at my slug, it says linkedin.com, IN stand for India, and then Rajendra Rawat. So yours must be showing something like this. Maybe suppose if it must be 090 something with a number and all. So you need to take care of this as well. Okay, how to take care of this? Can you customize this? Yes, you can customize this as well. Okay, let's see from where you can do all these things. Okay, so whenever someone will be actually looking at your profile, he will be on this page. Okay, your profile page, not your home page. This is for you. Okay, he will be on your profile page. So this is your profile page. Okay, so what all you will be having in here? A nice pic, nicely clicked pic. So it should be a headshot. It should not be something like this. I'll show you. The pic should not be nothing like this. Okay, it cannot be. It cannot be like this. Okay, wherein you're half cut. It cannot be like this. That's the Volia black shadowed pic. It cannot be like this. Okay, wherein you are actually, I don't know where she is looking at. This is perfect pic. This again is not perfect, because see, you want to actually showcase your face. It should be the pic you want to actually put on your resume. Will you ever put a pic like this on your resume? I don't think so. Or like this, or like this. This is perfect pic. This again is not good. I don't know Deepu Sharma what he's into. He's a senior graphic designer somewhere. I don't know in which company, but this is not the pic. And this again is good for Instagram, but not for go. She will always open for work. This is good. This again is not good. This, I don't know why. This is not a matrimonial site. Okay, so you have to avoid giving your side poses and all where you look good or something. This again is good. This is good. This is the most pathetic pic I ever see. On most of the time I see this on Instagram, where you're standing in front of a mirror and you're clicking yourself. This is good for your Facebook or something, not for LinkedIn. This again is very good pic for for your Facebook and Instagram, but not for LinkedIn. This is cool. This again is good, but this should be a headshot. This is good. This again, it can be okay. In a nutshell, if I'll say, okay, this one is good. If you look at this pic, this one is perfect pic. This is, if you ask me, I'll say 100 out of 100 for this pic. Okay, why? Because see, he is actually having a very professional look, a professional attire on his on profile pic. If the recruiter will have 5 or 10 pics in front of him, he definitely gonna pick this person. Okay, this is not the only criteria the profile, the interviewer or the recruiter will look at your pic and will say, okay, this is what I want to opt for. No, I'm not saying that. But if your profile pic is not serious, or if your profile pic is not professional, then chances are there that he may think otherwise about you. Okay, and because the LinkedIn, 80% of the recruiters are looking at LinkedIn, so they may or may not be interested in you just after looking at your profile. Okay, pic. Now the next thing very important is your headline. Most of the time I see a very vague headline, wherein most of you, if you have a LinkedIn profile, you must have mentioned student at NGF, okay, student at SRCC college or something. Perfectly okay, you're a student, but what kind of a person are you? What are your problem solving skills? Do you have any experience or what? do you know anything? Or should I, if I'm looking for students, yes, definitely I'm going to talk to you. But what if I'm not looking for students, I'm looking for professionals? Then you, if even for student, you must have gone through some live project, or you must have gone through some summer internship, or maybe winter internship, or some internship job. Okay, so you can mention over here. But again, you should not mention, okay, you did internship in so and so company. Instead of that, mention what skills you have earned, what kind of a problem solver you are. Because see, this headline is the only thing when I will be looking for someone. Suppose I want to look for this. So now you will see, this is the headline, your image, your profile pic. This will pop up. The first thing, the first impression what the recruiter will be getting from your profile is your headline and your profile pic. So this should be created in such a way that it will be more interesting, more relevant towards what kind of a profile you are looking for. Now, if you look at my headline, I say I'm a mentor. Okay, means I'm a faculty, right? Consultant for digital marketing. So if you are looking for a digital marketing consultant, I can be a fit profile for you, helping startup in designing their online marketing strategies. Then my specialization is helping startup in designing their online marketing strategy. Makes sense? So these kind of headlines where I have nowhere mentioned that, okay, I'm working as a senior consultant, I'm working as a faculty, or I'm working as this and that. He will know about all where you are working, what your education qualification, and all. He will know everything about you. My current company, my the last highest education qualification I have, everything will be there. Okay, so you have to be very, very sure that what you are actually writing in your headline. Now the question is, most of you are students. Now if you will say, sir, what am I supposed to write in my headline, because I'm just a student? Okay, so what you can do is you can write about the specialization you are doing right now. Suppose you are doing BBA in HR, so you can write student at the rate whatever institute you are in. Then you can write the specialization you have. Then you can write looking forward for connections, because you are going to be HR professional. So you will look for the connection, those who are already in HR. So that will actually give the other people some indication that, okay, you are a student. So HR is going to be your specialization, and you're going to be HR professional soon, but not today. So the more HR and HR people will try to connect with you. So this would be, you can say, kind of this headline should work as a connection magnet. So if I will look at someone, if someone will send me a request, most of the time I will look at his headline only, because whenever you will be getting a connection request, you will see the headline of that person. Okay, so if the headline is not interactive, so I may not accept his connection request. So the same thing will happen with all the professionals. If your headline itself is not very boring, okay, working at this company or that company, so these are very boring, maybe I will accept, maybe I will not accept, but most of the time I will not. Okay, then if you will scroll little down, you will see few other things as well, wherein you can see how many people have viewed your profile, how many people have actually visited your post, and how many times you have appeared in the search. So when people are actually, now this data you will never get from Facebook or any other channel, who will be actually telling you how many times people actually searched about not about you, searched about something, and you appeared on that search results. This is the only platform, and the best part is you will know that, okay, what type of searches you actually appeared. If I'm appearing in sales searches, I'm appearing in faculty searches for digital marketing, I'm appearing for these searches, those who are actually related to student related activities, then definitely my profile is in the right direction. Okay, now you will see one more thing in here. It says all star. So my profile is right now all star. So when you starting your journey with LinkedIn, your profile will be basic. Then it will move to the, once you have completed your profile and you started contributing into this platform, your profile will advance to advanced stage. Once you have a very good profile, plus you have a very good number of connections, your profile will become all star. Okay, once you have your profile is actually ranked as all star, the chances of you appearing in the search will be very, very high. It will be like people know the LinkedIn have more faith in your profile. Okay, if LinkedIn have more faith in your profile, chances of you getting more and more search appearance will be very, very high. So make sure that your profile should reach to all star level, then only your search appearance will increase. Okay, now below that, if you have your resume, if you want to upload your resume, or if you want to upload your video resume, okay, so this again has become very famous right now. People are actually started uploading their video resume as well. Okay, so now if people are actually uploading video resume, so where should I upload my resume? So you can upload your video resume plus your resume here. Or if you have any project PPT, you're actually want some award on that PPT, or you have some research work to showcase in a PDF form, so you can upload everything in here. So click on this plus sign. You can upload media, links, articles, or post. So post an article which are there in on your LinkedIn profile. But if you have some links to share, you have a website you want to share, you have some media, photo, presentation. So this is the featured section where you can actually have, if your post have actually have 5,000 or 6,000 likes, or maybe 100 or 200 likes, so you can actually pull out that post from here. Or you want to have some articles, like I'll tell you how to write articles. Suppose this is my article. So if I want my article to be featured in here, yes, you can have your article also pulled in here. So you can have your post, you can have your article, you can have your links, you can upload your photographs, you can upload your documents, you can upload your video resume as well, whatever you want. Okay. Now the next thing is, whatever activity you are doing, the second most important thing is your this about section. So the about section should be not very long. It should be only of 2 paragraphs. The first paragraph should be your career objective. what is your career objective and what kind of a problem solver you are again. And the second paragraph should be about the skills you have to achieve to that particular career objective. So it should be not more than 8 lines, four lines in first paragraph and four lines in the second paragraph, not more than that. Then your experience, whatever experience you have, then your education qualification, then if you have any volunteer experience, whatever you have, it should be there. Then whatever skills you have. Okay, so whatever skills, please do not mention that you know MS Office, you know Word, you know PPT, and you know Excel. These are the basic skills. Even a 10th pass student know all these things. What is the difference between a grad student and a 10th pass student? So you have to be very, very sure that what skills you're actually mentioning. Okay, so please mention the skills. If you know advanced Excel, okay, wherein you can actually work with macros and you can create whatever status report you want using macros, yes, definitely mention that as your skills. If you know Python, if you know C, C++, anything which can actually bring the eyeballs of your recruiter towards your profile worth mentioning, please mention that. And the best part about mentioning this is, once you have all the skill mentioned, you will see people are actually endorsing you. 91 people have actually endorsed me on my digital marketing skills. Okay, then 44 on my social media marketing, email marketing, e-commerce, marketing strategy, project management, online. So more skills you have, the more chances of people will be endorsing you on those skills. This will make your profile very, very searchable. This will make your profile all-star. Okay, so team management 88, management 57, digital marketing experience 6. Okay, so now you see that, okay, whatever skills you are looking, whatever skills you will be gaining, whatever certificates you have, so you can mention all these in here. Okay, now the next thing is, if people will be recommending you, it will be shown in here. But I have seen most of the time students just keep on sending me, sir, can you recommend me? So my question is, on what basis I should recommend you, and on what skills I should recommend you? You are just my student. Should I mention that your behavior was good? Okay, will that fetch you a job? No, I don't think so. So please do not ask from your professors or someone who is actually do not know about your professional skills. Only ask your colleagues, your boss, your clients for endorsement. And again, this endorsement, nobody is actually looking at those, because I do not want to gauge you on the basis of someone else's recommendation. I want to gauge you based on my experience with you. So if I'll be calling you for an interview, I won't be saying, okay, your recommendation was really good, so I'm offering you this job and this is going to be your package. No, nothing like that going to happen. Okay, in dreams, yes, it can happen, but not in real life. So endorsement helps. Now, next is your accomplishment. If you have any certifications apart from your regular education, if you know more than one language, or you can add languages, English, Hindi, Marathi, Sanskrit, whatever you know. So add all the languages you know. Okay, so this is how you should complete your profile. Now the next thing is, I need to edit this URL as well. From where you can edit this URL, and how can you make your profile searchable on LinkedIn, as not only on LinkedIn, on Google as well. From where you can do that. So once you are on your profile, go to this edit public profile URL. Okay, click on this. Okay, you will be getting the video recording of this session as well. So right now, just try and understand whatever I'm teaching. After that, you get the video, you do whatever you want. You just review that video, refer that video, and just do whatever I'm teaching you with your LinkedIn profile. Okay. Now, if you will say, I have to change my URL, slug, we call it. So from here, you can. The only thing you can change is your last is after IN. You cannot change LinkedIn to rajendrarawat.com. Okay. So this is the only thing you can be changed. But most of the time, like Rajendra Rawat is a very old name, so I got this name slug very easily. What if my name is Ritik, or my name is Rahul Khanna, or Priya, or Pooja, very common name. So maybe you won't get that slug properly. So you can add your birth year as a numerical, like mine is 1979, you may be 1998 or 99, whatever. So you can add your birth year. Please do not add your birth month. Okay, DDM only YY. Okay, now cancel. Now, if you want your profile to be searchable by everyone, even on LinkedIn, so what you have to do is, right now your profile will be here somewhere, all LinkedIn member only, but you have to make your profile public. Okay, when you will make your profile public, all LinkedIn member on and off LinkedIn, your contact could be visible in search results, Google, Bing, Yahoo, wherever people are actually searching you. Depending upon your profile strength, you may or may not be visible on that. I'll show you with one example. Suppose I'm writing articles. Okay, so I want to search for this article. The name of the article is best versus rest. Okay, LinkedIn. You see in here, my article is ranking on number 1. Best versus rest, Rajendra Rawat on LinkedIn. If I'm going to click on this, it's going to open the LinkedIn page for me, and you can read my article. Okay, this can only happen once you have your profile switch to public view. Public means now it is visible for anyone online. Okay, most of the time by default, this is the radio button, which will be actually by default clicked. So you have to switch this off and switch this to a public mode. Then only your profile will be visible to everyone. Okay, so this is so far about your profile thing and all. Now we'll moving to the back to the home. Now there are a few things which you have to actually understand to make sure that, okay, you are actually doing all the things properly. I will tell you one very good, interesting spot on this page. If you will actually going to that or you're actually reading that spot every day, I can guarantee you will never ever flunk in any group discussion. I can assure you for that. See, because most of the group discussion topics are from the industries, okay, are from the professional world, not from your behavioral science or something. Okay, now if you will look at this, most of the time you will have LinkedIn news and you will have views as well on this LinkedIn news. All eyes on Zomato IPO, a win for 4-day work week, okay, a game changer for Netflix, internship overrated, exit interview, Tokyo Olympics, ban all spectators, how to disagree with your boss, who wants to be a billionaire, the world's most popular emojis, reclaim work-life balance. Now, maybe if you are HR guy, maybe one of the topic maybe of your interest. So what you can do is, maybe today there's nothing for you. So what you can do, whenever you feel like a topic is there, so just make a note of that. Okay, so that can be a topic for any group discussion, because most of the time you will see the things which are actually right now trending in professional world. It has nothing to do with what is happening on all other mediums. What is Carrie Minati saying? What is BBK Wine saying? What TikTok and all, TikTok band ho gaya, acha hua. What TikTokers are saying to the YouTubers and all. He's least bothered about all this thing. He's only bothered about one thing. That is what is happening in your professional world. And most of the time, the group discussion topic will be coming from your professional trending topics only. Okay. Now the next thing what you have to do is, this is your timeline. Most of the time your timeline should be in such a way, it should be curated in such a way that you just keep on getting the relevant information. Now this Rakesh Kumar Singh, he actually, like, Amma died a few days back, but this is not the platform where you should actually put all these things. These things are for Facebook and all. Okay, so avoid doing all these things. If this guy is doing this, so what I will be doing is, I either can unfollow Rakesh Singh, okay, so, or I do not want to see this, report this post, or mute Gajraj or Rao or something. Entirely up to me. I'm gonna do this after the class, not right now. Okay. Now the next thing you're gonna see is, you will see the recent groups you are in. So groups again is a backbone of this complete system, and these groups are not like your Facebook groups. These are highly professional, relevant groups. Okay. When I say highly relevant professional group, what does that mean? That means you will only find people, those who are actually into those businesses. When the group says HR, so you will find more than 90% of people, those who are into HR, or those who are HR professionals. If the group says AI, so you will find people, those who are into AI, or those who are aspiring to be in AI. Okay. So these groups are very, very important. So the maximum number of groups you can join is 100. So I'll suggest you start going into the groups, and you will get free ka gyan on these groups. And that too, these groups are not like, these groups are from India only. These are the professional groups from all over the world. So you will get all the information, whatever is happening. Maybe it's not happening in India. Maybe it's not happening that fast in India. Maybe the development of that particular theory in HR or maybe in AI is just a thought in India, and people in like China or maybe in European country, they started working on that. So you should know all these things, because right now we are not living in a fool's paradise where you only know about what is happening surrounding you. No, you cannot survive like this. You have to have the skills which can be employed in US, UK or anything, because most of the time you will be working, like right now if you will see work from home thing. So now this has actually facilitated one thing. So if you do not want to go to US but you want to work in US, yes, you can do that from India. And if you look at the KPOs, BPOs, they were doing the same thing, but right now they're not doing from an office, they're doing from a home. So that things can be achieved. Okay, the next thing you're going to follow is these hashtags. Okay, so you have to follow at least 100 200 hashtags. Okay, so there are some famous hashtags like get hired or something. So these are, if someone is actually using those hashtags, so you may get an alert on your profile that, okay, these vacancies are available, and these are the vacancies which are available where people are actually hiring. Or if you're not right now, you're not eligible for any of these things, but if you will see more often one type of a job which our people are actually keep on asking for more and more candidate for that job, don't you think if you're in the first year and if you see AI, machine learning, deep learning, and this development, backend development of apps and websites is actually having a huge market. So don't you think in 3 years you can actually excel yourself in these skills? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay, but the only thing is that you can only do this when you know about all these things. If you are like in a first year student and you are just enjoying, again, I'm not saying you stop enjoying and just keep hitting in the job market like anything. No, I'm not saying that. But keeping a track of what is actually will be in demand after 2 or 3 years won't hurt you at all, and this will actually help you. And you can actually ask your parents, okay, I want to enroll myself in an AI course or a deep learning or a data science or a business analytics or a digital marketing course or anything which will actually be securing my future going forward. Okay, apart from what I'm doing right now. And believe me, your parents will never say no to if you are asking them to enroll yourself in some of the courses which will actually make you more employable, right? So you can actually follow as many hashtag you want. So if I'll say get hired, if I'll click on this, or if I can say discover more, so I can find hashtags which are actually relevant for me. Okay, coming back to home again. So here you can, if you want to write a post, so you can write a post. Again, the requirement is not to write a post every day. You can write a post maybe once in a week, or maybe twice in a week is again good enough, but once in a week flow is good. Then if you will move to the video part, if you have any video to share, again, please do not share any comic video, which is actually good for LinkedIn or to Facebook, Insta, or Twitter, or any other platform, but not for LinkedIn. Think this as you're in an office, and what type of things you are actually sharing with your colleagues and your bosses. Okay, maybe with your colleagues, you may be sharing your the funny video or something, but will you share the same video to your boss? I don't think so. So think of that you are actually inside office and everyone is actually looking at your profile. So what kind of a stuff you would like to share on these profiles? So that will make or break your profile. Okay, because your bosses are also there. All your bosses are there. Okay, will be there. Right now you're a student, or your faculty will be, all your faculty are on LinkedIn. So if you write something derogatory about anything, so they may actually pinpoint you that okay, you should not do that. And suppose even your faculty is not actually looking into this, then what's going to happen? I'll tell you, the recruiter will be looking at your profile. If he will find your profile or any of the post you have actually mentioned on your, or you actually retweeted a like, or you actually commented on any post in a derogatory manner, chances are there that he will never give you a call. Because see, right now looking at the candidates social media profile is also one of the thing, and companies are hiring third party companies, those who are expert in looking after all your social media channels before hiring anyone. Because see, if I hire someone who is actually putting derogatory pics, putting derogatory remarks about women and all, and if I hire him as a manager for my company, maybe I may know it after a while, but my competitor will know about this, and they will be taking my company, and on that basis of that particular person, my company will also get a bad name. Okay, so that is why the recruiters are actually now doing a smart social media search for all their candidates, those who are actually giving, before giving a final call to that or final offer or the offer letter to that person. Okay, so you have to be very, very careful whenever you are doing this. So you can write an article as well, same way, right? You write post, you can write an article. We'll be coming back, we'll circle back to this in a while. Let's see what else in here. Then you can have this network thing. So people are actually keep on inviting you to like this page or that page, so you can accept or ignore whatever you want. So here you have connections. So you people you may know from the university, you can connect, you can connect with anyone. See, if you want to connect with someone who is actually at par with you, like you're a student, he or she is a student, you can just send him a connection request. You know that what is the message that person will be receiving when you press this connect button. So you will be, she will be, or he will be receiving a message like, okay, I would like to add you in my professional network. But what if you want to send this same request to someone who is up in hierarchy, like a GM or like a VP or like a manager or a senior manager? So in that case, instead of sending him a flat request like this connection request, wherein you want him to be in your network, instead you want to be in his network. So in that scenario, what we do is, suppose let's take the example of some other person. Okay, suppose I want to be part of, want to connect with this person. Okay, I cannot, these are showing me follow. Okay, suppose I want to connect with this person, and he's one of my student, but suppose he's a manager or VP. So I'll go to his profile. Instead of just sending him a connection request, I will press this connect. This will only be available when you are in that person's profile. Instead of sending a connection request, I will add a note. Here I will say, dear sir, okay, make sure you do not write pigeon English. Okay, dear sir, hi, my name is, or whatever your name is. Okay, I saw your profile and it's very impressive. I am having more or less similar interests like you. Okay, and my professional journey, I think if you will accept my connection request, is going to be same as yours. So I will be obliged or glad, whatever word you want to use, if you will be kind enough to add me in your professional network. The chances of accepting your request in such a format will be very, very high. I say more than 90%. Rest, if you will only say, okay, you just wanted to send him a connection request, okay, and you want him to be a part of your professional network, you do not possess a professional network right now. It's going to be your professional network maybe in 10 years or 20 years. So he already have a very big professional network. So you want to be a part of his professional network, not you want him to become a part of your professional network. So that's changed the game altogether. Okay. So whenever you're sending a request, please make sure whenever you're sending a request to your peers, the similar, you can say position people, you just press this connect button. But if you are sending request to someone who is up in the hierarchy and very senior to you, please do not send him a flat connection request. Instead, send him a note with the connection request. And believe me, people actually sees those notes. And if the note is well conveyed, believe me, your chances of getting accepted in his professional network will be very, very high. And I do not want to get connected with only with the people, those who are actually students. I really wanted to get connected with HR people. I really wanted to want to get connected with finance, if finance is my specialization, or if my specialization is development or something. I really wanted to get connected with the professionals, those who are in this field for like maybe for 10 years or 15 years, the more seniors to me. Okay, then only you will be getting more and more and more information about what they are doing, what kind of opportunities are actually coming in the market and all. Right? Okay, so Next one is your job. So you have to be very, very careful who we are sending the request. And one more thing, you have only a limited quota of requests you can send. You can send only up to 5,000 requests. You cannot send more than that request. So if you are sending requests like anything and people are not accepting, then please go in the backend and revoke all the requests. From where you can do that, go to manage, and here it will be your send request. Like I sent this request to Prasita Sharma. Now she has not accepted my request. I have to withdraw this. Okay. So whosoever is not accepting your request after a month, because see, people are not coming every day on this platform, but give them 1 month to whether to accept or ignore. So if ignore will be there, so you cannot send them a request again. Okay. But if the person has not even looked at your requests, you can revoke the request and keep your quota of 5,000 requests intact. Okay. The next one is job. So you can go for this job part, and the best part is if you want, okay, if you want, you can actually set a alert as well, wherein if there will be a job, whatever alert you have set, so LinkedIn will just keep on sending you emails related to that. Okay, these kind of jobs are available, and these are the company where you can apply. Okay. One more best part about this job section is you can see in here one resume builder. So if you have an updated profile in here, anytime you can build a resume out of that profile. So if suppose I wanted to build, so these are the already built resumes. Okay, you want to preview. So this resume was actually built from my profile, whatever profile I have in here. So now you can see summary, you can see my name, my phone number, my email ID, and whatever in there. In my profile, it's all been put into a very decent format. Okay. So if you want, you can build your resume from this. Plus, there is one more thing. If I will tell you that, okay, these are the questions which will be coming in your exam. So what are the chances that you may excel in those exams? Maybe 90% or maybe 100% that you will excel in those. So what if I will tell you that, okay, what all questions can be asked in an interview? What are the chances that you may get the job? 100% chances. Okay. So if you will see in here, you can see the frequently asked question by interviewers. And these questions are not picked up by 1 or 2 people. Now, if you can see, practice and get feedback. 5 million plus people have viewed these questions. That means these are very important questions. If you'll see, these are 26 common questions in which can be asked in any interview. I'm not saying all of them will be asked, maybe few of them, but now you have the question paper with you. You can excel in your, or you can ace your interview like anything. Now this is one part. Now they have category wise question: accountant, account management, administrative, business, corporate finance, customer success, investment banking, marketing, project management, sales and development, software engineers. So they have more than 20 plus categories, wherein you can actually see what kind of a questions an interviewer can ask from the candidate if he's going for a sales job or a marketing job or a HR job or an account management job. So the paper is in front of you and all the questions will be there, answers will be there. If you won't find the answer in here, copy this, go to Quora, search for the question, you will see n number of answers related to that question. What is your greatest strength? Okay, what is your greatest strength, or what are your strengths? Okay, so can be asked in any way, in any manner. Okay, so it's entirely up to you. Okay, it's entirely up to you how you actually want to proceed with these questions and answers. And this is really very, you can say, useful for your interview preparation. Now, if you will go to the skill assessment, so if you want, you can actually want to go for, can you check your skills, answer 15 multiple choice questions, score in the top 30 of your earn a skill badge. Okay. So if you want to go for like this search engine optimization skill test, here you can see if you have some skills mentioned in your profile, and if you have succeeded in this skill mapping enhancement test as well, chances of you getting visibility will be very high. Okay, so I do not want to get into this. Done. Okay, now back to jobs. If you will see, you can, you do not want to, if you want to see the salary of that particular industry or for that particular position, if suppose I want to see the salary of marketing manager, suppose I want to pursue, I'm pursuing marketing as my specialization in BA and MBA as well. So I want to see what will be the salary of a marketing manager or a GM marketing. So I can see the industry standard for these kind of salary slabs or these kind of position in that particular specialization. Okay, I can see job alert. If you want to create some job alert, so you can create job alert. Then we are messaging. So whenever someone is sending you a message, only the first degree contact can send you a message. Only if a person is connected with you, he can send you a message. Otherwise, he cannot send you a message. But I'll tell you a way from where you can actually send message to anyone, but he should be a part of that group. Suppose if you and the other person is also part of that group, but you're not connected. Okay. Now suppose I'm into this HR technology. Now we have 18,534 members in here. I'll click on see all. I want to send a message to this person. Message. You can send message to these 18,000 people without even they are your first degree connection or not. Okay, whether they are your first degree connection or not, you can still send them the message from here. Okay. Otherwise, if you want to send them a message, so you have to use some paid mechanism. wherein you have to use in-mails to these kind of people. Okay, but right now I do not want to spend a single penny. So it will entirely be upon me how I'm be utilizing all this thing. Okay, so in a group, if you have, maybe suppose this group have very small number, suppose I'll say I'll go to social media marketing professional. Okay, so this group I have 9,25,213 members. So if I'll say see all, I can say I just wanted to talk to CEOs. Search for CEOs. Now you have only people those who have CEO or founder or partner or MD or chairman in their profile. You will only get these people. So I can message only them. Okay. So from 9,25,000 something something, you will only be getting the people those who actually want to target. And you can message any of these people. But the only thing is you have to message them one by one. You cannot have multiple messages in one go. Right? Okay. So next thing is your notification. Once you will see a notification like, so here you can actually congratulate people on their work anniversary. I most of the time I do not congratulate people on their birthdays, or I definitely want to congratulate people on their work anniversary, on their promotions, on their new jobs. I definitely want to. Okay, I really wanted to. Okay, what next? Then I have this, if I want to run some ads and all, I can create a company page. Okay, so you can see, you can have multiple company pages in here. You can see how many pages I have in here. So I'm admin for all these pages. So even you can create a work page, company page, create a company page. It's similar to creating a business page of like in a Facebook. But the only thing is you can create only one page for one company. You cannot create multiple pages for the same company. Okay, then you have this learning. So they have one more platform named lynda.com. So they bought that platform a few years back. 4 or 5 years back. It's a very big professional video repository of maximum professional courses. If you want to go for AI, Python, or something, so you can go to that site and you can actually learn. But it's not a free site; it's a paid site. So you have to actually pay $30 per month for that, and you can learn whatever you want. Then you have insights. So whatever is there on your website about you, so you can check the insight of those. How many people are following you, or what is their role, what kind of a jobs they are into. You will see everything in here. Okay. If you want to advertise using this platform, you can do that as well. Okay. Come back to our homepage. So now one question I have for you people. So now, have you actually felt the power of this platform? You feel like, okay, yaar, abhi tak we were not in this platform, so we were not actually utilizing this professional network properly. And one more thing, this is not your resume repository. Most of the time I have seen people, they will create a profile and they will never visit it again, and they want the jobs to be, and उसके बाद एक post डाल देते हैं. LinkedIn is not helpful. I never got a job from LinkedIn. It's not directly helping you in getting a job, but yes, it is indirectly helping you in a very, you can say solid way to get your profile viewed by recruiters. Okay, but if you do not have an updated profile, you started your profile maybe when you was in the first year. From that first year till your final year, you are not updated. You don't have you hardly have any post, you hardly have any comment on any post, you hardly have any article or something. Then in that case, the profile is dead. Okay, so if you will send me a resume which is actually 5 year or maybe 4 year old, the chances are that I, whatever I'll be asking, you will say, okay sir, the resume was old. Okay sir, the resume was old. So I may tell you that, okay, do one thing, send me an updated resume and we'll again fix a time for the interview, and I will never call you again for interview, because this shows your seriousness towards or your professionalism. That how can you send a yeah, you can say old resume for a new job where your skills are not updated. Same thing happens in here. How can you keep your profile not updated if you're getting more and more skilled, if you're getting more and more certificates, if you are actually achieving more and more educational success, then why are you not mentioning them in here? Okay, so maybe you have an updated resume but you do not have an updated LinkedIn profile. Then there are chances that the recruiter may find discrepancy between your resume and your profile, and will feel like, okay, what to follow and what not, and he may never give you a call because you do not have an updated LinkedIn profile. And I have seen this in many cases where the profile was either not completed, or there were too many lies about you, and your LinkedIn profile is saying you are a senior manager, your resume is saying you're a team leader. So then again, I will say, okay, this person is not honest, or this person lies a lot, so I may not hire him for my company, or he is maybe not a suitable candidate for my company. Okay, so this can also happen. Okay, so you have to keep your profile updated all the time. Whenever you get even a single certificate from anywhere which is worth mentioning in your resume, so please do mention that on LinkedIn as well. If I will show you some of the example of my college where I teach NDIM, oh sorry, one look for hashtag NDIM, and I'll look for post. Look what the professors, the students, what they are actually doing. You see, see. Yeah. Okay. right? Now the same way, if you are looking for internship, I'll say internship in which field? I'll say HR, okay, and I will use one more word, looking for, and caps lock, internship. IDM instead of digital marketing is hiring interns. Okay, so now you can see internship jobs are in front of you. And 1 week before this post was done, I am currently looking for internship, people analytics. Okay, now you see 1426 people have actually commented on the profile, on this profile. So how this can be helpful for me if I'm looking for people analytics? See, interested, interested, interested. So you will find more and more jobs requirement in the post. Instead of going for jobs, I will be looking for in this, looking for job, aviation, dear recruiters, I would like to start something like this. Okay, now instead of looking for, you can say required internship in HR. Okay, requirements, candidates should have knowledge of hiring for IITG educator, cosmic consistent academic performance contribution. Now here are a number of n number of posts who are actually looking for 2 days back position for HR interns. Okay, hire me, work from home, 4 social media marketing, 5 graphic designer, 6 web development, 7 data scientist, project management and all. Okay, so you can see from here that this platform can be utilized in a very efficient way if you know that how to make use of this platform. Okay, so now we left one thing on our homepage. So there was one more thing, which is write an article. Okay, so I want to write an article from Rajendra Rawat accounts. So here it will be like just writing a blog or something. So I can have a very good looking image in here. Okay, suppose this image, the title of your article or credit you want to give it to. So I'll say skill. Whatever your title is. Okay. Now, whatever you want to actually write about. Okay. So here, this is okay. So you can have a paragraph, whatever you want in here. So whatever your topic, whatever is your specialization. Now I want a video as well. So either I can have my own video. No, you cannot have your own video. You can only have a link. So I can pick any video, whatever I want from the YouTube. Okay. Suppose this is the video I want. Okay. Achha. Okay, तो ऐड था. Sorry. I want this video. Copy this. Go back to your, paste this link and your video will be there. Okay. So if you want to make your article more interesting, you can have video. Suppose what if I do not want a video, I want a PPT as well, PowerPoint presentation. Click in here, go to slides. So go to slides here, pick up the link, the way we pick the link and paste that link into this part and you are good to go. The complete PPT will be pulled in here. You do not have to go to the slides here and view that PPT. You can see in here the complete PPT, page by page will be, you can view here itself. Okay. Apart from that, if you want to paste some tweet as well, so you can embed the tweet as well in here. You want to, and whatever data you have, they have this. You want to bold something, you want to want this itemized list, 1, 2, 3 bullet list, quote, or if you want to link it to some other article as well, you can do that whatever you want. Then you have to do one thing. You have to press this publish button, and you're good to go. Okay, you're good to go. So you can publish this anytime, whenever. If you feel like okay, it's not ready right now, so you can move this to draft, and whenever it's ready, you can publish it. Once it's published, it will be visible by anyone on LinkedIn and anyone outside LinkedIn as well, because your profile is now public. So the way I showed you one of my article, so you can also do that. Okay, what is the use of these articles? Why should I write articles? See, these are the way which can actually make you influencers. If you're writing something about one particular subject which you are a subject matter expert, people those who are actually related to those subjects will definitely be reading these articles, and you will see complete you can say followership from these people, those who are very much interested in your article. Okay, now if you will look at this, I'll show you a few example. I'll show you my article. If I want to see the stats of this article, how many people viewed this. Okay, now you can see in here 151 article views हुए, 4 reshares हुए, human resource, information technology, executive directors and authors. These are the type of people those who are actually viewing my article, articles. Okay, this is actually what you call it, uh, 4 or 6 month old article. That's why I'm not looking at the complete data. Otherwise, when the article was only 3 month old, I would have seen every single person who have actually seen that. Okay, number of people who have seen that, now from which company they are actually working at, or what are their profiles, what are their designation as well. I will see that as well. Okay, so if you will, if again, if you keep on writing one article per week, or maybe once in a month you're writing article, in a year you will be having 12 articles, and you will get a very good followership because of that article, and you can establish yourself as a subject matter expert because of these articles. Because if someone is writing, that means he knows that subject. If you will ask me to write about rocket science, I can write about rocket science only 2 words: rocket and science. Apart from that, I don't know about anything about rocket science. So you have to have a very good grasp on that particular subject wherein you are actually writing articles, right? So if you're writing articles, that means only one thing. That means you have subject matter expertise into that particular genre. Then only people will be, if you're writing about HR, so HR people will be reading. If you're writing good articles, chances are there that they may send you a request and they will know you. If there are opportunities related to HR, they will definitely want you to be a part of their company. Okay, so this article writing, actually it's a tedious job, but what you can say, the if you will keep on doing mediocre things, you will be getting mediocre opportunity. You will only get extraordinary opportunity when you will be doing extraordinary work, right? Heard of this saying? Only extraordinary opportunities will come to extraordinary efforts, with extraordinary efforts. Okay, so you have to think of this. If you just keep on doing the mediocre things, you are on Instagram and you're actually spending most of your time on Instagram and on Facebook. You're free to do whatever you want. But once you have addiction of this platform, believe me, this platform gives you the best of the professional knowledge. Nobody will give you, seriously, nobody will give you the groups you like, the hashtags you follow, the type of people you are following, the type of companies you are following, the type of events you are following. That will actually make you earn the news part. That will actually make your professional journey very, very, you can say, directional. Okay, otherwise you just keep on eating in the darkness, sometime here, sometime there. Okay, so that is it from my side, guys.